Hello everyone, we are live with a top 16 game from season 14. This is dgeisman versus Sorel. Geisman is playing, let's see what he's playing here. We've got a defenders list. These lists are both on Longshanks. We're playing a locked event for this season. So he's playing, I think this is all defenders except Ultron and Sabretooth. And he's looking to fight. Looks like he's got a lot of fighty missions here. All the missions seem pretty standard with the characters he's brought. Let's see what Sorel is playing. Sorel is playing a Hydra slash Cabal list. He's bringing Inevitable Betrayal, Hydra card. Very cool. Sleeper Agent Hydra. So maybe he's playing Hydra. Does he have Dark Rain? No Dark Rain. So this looks like he has the pivot to Cabal, but he is trying to play Hydra. He's got, so let's see what the missions he's got. He's got some, yep, pretty much beat 'em up missions. So this is gonna be a battle here. I'm gonna let them know we're ready to go. All right. So let's see how this goes. Both players, let's see, are on a winning streak right now. I was just looking at their Longshanks before the match began, and I think Geisman is on, and let's see, let me just double check so I don't get this wrong here. Sorel is on an 8-game win streak, and Geisman, I believe, is on a 3-game win streak. Yes. So the players are have a lot of momentum behind them, but this is where one of the players will lose their current winning streak and be eliminated from the event. I guess I should put the clocks on. They should be using the clocks. Ooh, they're scuffed. Maybe that'll fix after they activate. All right, what do we got here? Alien ship demons. Okay, 17 or 19. Geisman 1 priority. Let's see what he chose here. Red selected extracts, so he chose his extracts instead of playing on his secures. So we're gonna find out what threat they bring when they deploy. It looks like Plucky Ronso in the chat cheering for the defenders. Yeah, pretty cool. Defenders are pretty cool. And the Cabal Thanos on the other side. Thanos's Hulks. There's some big characters that can be deployed here. Demons, alien ship. All right. Yeah, some Softlow cheering for the Cabal. Yes, that's right. Cabal versus Defender. Actually, sorry, it could be Hydra. It's so Sorel's list here doesn't have any Cabal cards because he has Inevitable Betrayal in his list, and he has no Cabal cards. So I think that the Cabal is a pivot. The Cabal is a let's see, here's the list. Here's the, you can see the blue list here. Where is it? Okay, yeah. So he's playing like Helmet Zemo, Baron Zemo, Bob, Strucker. So no Bullseye here. Oh yeah, is there Sleeper? Yeah. So Hulk. Yeah, he's got Hulk with Sleeper. Where is it? There it is. Spider Woman. Mind Space Thanos. So yeah, it's almost certainly the Cabal is the pivot. Like Inevitable Betrayal is pretty cool, but I don't know if it's gonna matter on this mission. I don't expect it to come out on this mission. This is gonna be like a beat 'em up, right? So, and Sleeper probably does, like, I don't know. I don't think Sleeper comes out here either. Do we see Strucker leadership like on Demons? He's playing like maybe he goes wide with Strucker. I could see that being like a really good option if he had like Ultron. Because Ultron not only can like give out all the conditions that he gets or those wild triggers, but he also can like stay on the board forever. So it's like he can just be doing that all game and not be taken out early. But I don't know, like it's both both teams can win the game, which is exciting. So let's see how this goes. Let's look at the defenders here. So they must be playing 17. because we have Daredevil, Wolverine, Sabretooth, and Ultron unaffiliated. He's playing unaffiliated here. Woo, that's spicy. All right. Man, that's crazy. Sacrifice, exceptional, brace, no matter the cost, age. Yeah, like Sabretooth isn't defender, right? Okay. Okay. And then on the other side, we're seeing, ooh, look at this. Hydra, Thanos, Red Skull, Spider-Woman. All right, this is pretty cool. All right, we got Hydra versus unaffiliated. Patch up, brace, recal, cosmic uplit, fallback. All right. He's got just like missiles. He's got like excuse me, the healing factor characters. You got Age of Ultron. You've got Daredevil Spender here. Daredevil isn't like as big of an impact because he doesn't give the rerolls out. Alright, is Thanos missing a stone? He should be Mind Space. It's just not on his card. So yeah, you're right. Good call. The card didn't like click to his card, but he is a Mind Space Thanos. That's 8 plus 5 plus 4, so that equals to 17. Yeah. Punch and interrogate. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, we might see that. I mean, I think that's part of the plan, maybe. This mission doesn't score very fast, so it's interesting because like one VP might not matter at all because like one side might be tabled and it's like the interrogate does nothing. But the on the other side of the situation is that because the score overall it's a low VP game, each interrogate is actually like more valuable than a game where there were like 11 points on the board or something like that, right? So that's pretty interesting. Looks like all right. So for deployment, looks like they're all getting deployed. Uh, I mean, I don't know what to say here. Red Skull is deployed mid flank, but the rest of the characters on Hydra side, Thanos, Grunts, Spider-Woman, are all deployed right near the portal. On the other side, we got Apex across from Red Skull, so mid flank, and then everyone else is practically in the middle. Daredevil slightly out, but that's still like not. So it's like basically they're just deployed down the middle. Yeah, this is unaffiliated. I have to watch it. Like, I mean, of course, like anytime someone drops unaffiliated, when they're playing, um, you just have to make sure that they don't think they have the leadership because it's like if you play like 40 games of Daredevil leadership and then you like decide to go unaffiliated, you might like forget you just don't get free rerolls. so so that's like something that I'm gonna be trying to watch carefully here to make sure that he remembers he doesn't have a leadership. Playing yeah. That's something that's like on my bucket list of things to do in Marvel is like play a game that where unaffiliated was like the best option. Like leaderless is one thing. Like, but basically, like have it like do what he did, do what Geisman has done, where you had a team that could be affiliated, but then you chose to go unaffiliated. So, I have not done that before. I don't think I've even actually gone leaderless before either. So that's another one. Yeah. It'd be fun to goof, but like I mean like I guess like yeah. It would be cool to do those things and they feel like the right decision to win a game. So it's like the game would have to be in my mind like to get that off my bucket list or my checklist. The game would have to be like a ranked game and the decision would have been like not just me doing the goofs. Yeah, exactly. All right. So, all right. Let's see what's going on here. Before we get right into this game, I'm going to mention that I am hosting another event so soon. It's Mojo Ball. Mojo Ball was just released on Friday, so that was 2 days ago. Or like the card pack was released, and then Therefore, the people were released the rules, and we're running an event in about 2.5 weeks or so, or like I guess like 3 weeks probably actually from now. 3 weeks from now, we're running an event on Mojo Ball and TTS. Things are being set up in the mod to accommodate this game mode, and it's going to be pretty exciting. It's going to be chaotic. There's going to be it's going to be a draft-based format, and oh, she's got stuff. All right, so Jessica has moved to grab the alien ship. Daredevil's moving. Oh yeah, right. Daredevil can do his baton snare, which would ignore stealth. So that's something that Geisman is considering in response to Spider-Woman grabbing that middle alien ship. Anyway, all right. So back to the real stuff. That's also stuff. But Mojo Ball, there's an event. It's set up on Longshanks, and I'm going, and we got 16 players signed up already. So already we have enough to run like a complete event. So the more people that sign up means the event is going to be just even more chaotic and even better. And it's going to be single elimination too. It's like World Cup soccer, that the Euro Cup that just happened recently. It's like that kind of, right? You're basically, when you get to the playoff situation, you get eliminated if you don't win. So it'll be a pretty fun, chaotic mess. I'm going to take part with very little practice. I mean, I'll probably play like one game before I actually like do the partake in the event, and yeah, it's gonna be just chaos. The winner of that event that I'm hosting, along with Merzane, is helping host it as well. I will be creating a trophy for, and I'll be mailing it to your door if you win the event. So there's a little bit of something on the line, I guess, or something cool to win. You can put it wherever you want, I guess. But I put my trophies with like my models in my cabinet. So that's a cool little spot what I do. But yeah, anyway, that whole thing is happening. I have a YouTube video I just put out yesterday that that goes through all the Mojo Ball rules as well as the information on the tournaments. You could check out that video. But anyway, yeah, 40-minute video. I just basically just like read the rules and then like try to understand them with examples so that they become clear in my mind. So I think that'll help. I also tried to do it in a way where you could just listen to the video. So yeah, you could probably just listen to the video that I posted and get all of the information you would need out of it. So it helped me a lot reading them out loud and then like coming up with examples of how things work and different like lines that the game provides you with. It's pretty cool. So all right, so here we go. So Daredevil did an attack. So back to the game here. So we're on Sorel's activation. He has the grunts. This does not allow him to pass because of that reason. Or actually, I think that... Hold on. He's got 3 characters. Geisman has 2. So there's no, like, I don't think there's any way to pass in this situation based on what's going on. Okay. Oh, they both have grunts, actually. They both have grunts. Okay, so that's causing confusion. Daredevil moved up, attacked Spider-Woman. He did not get the hit trigger, and therefore Spider-Woman did not move, get the baton snare trigger, and she's still where she was originally placed. So, yeah. Alright, so looks like the mind space means you can pull characters in. The question is like, who would you want to pull in? Thanos is going now. I think the idea here is you want to suck a character to the midline, and then you want to use Red Skull to get a 6-dice blaster into them. Sabretooth is vulnerable to being cosmic portaled and mind gemmed, and then attacked. Hey, thanks for joining Vodka Blitz. Yeah, I appreciate you guys, all the people join the game and add their comments to the chat. It is fun. Definitely makes this a community event more than just a random person streaming a random thing. Okay. All right. So let's see. Sorel's debating what his next action is gonna be with Thanos here on the middle of the board. I don't know. Do you think he's gonna get Wolverine? I think that going for Wolverine here is scary because I guess he doesn't have the Defender's rerolls like he would normally have. So there's that. No dice mods there. But if Wolverine gets a charge turn 1. Oh, what does that do? Oh, no Space Gem? He wanted to Space Gem him, and he just forgot. Okay, yeah, so Thanos is outside of range 3 of Red Skull, so no Space Gem on Red Skull. He could Cosmic Portal Red Skull. Red Skull is in his energy form as well, so that's 5 defense energy. And that also means I think he can't be placed by superpowers. How does this work? They cannot be pushed or advanced by the effects of mystic attacks or superpowers. So while Red Skull is in his or his energy form like he's in now, Ultron can't bow him away. Alright, so he is Space Gemming Wolverine. Or, sorry, Cosmic Portaling Wolverine away from the middle of the board. And Mind Gemming Sabretooth. Alright, Ultron is the last one to go on Geisman's team, so it's gonna put Ultron on the Demon Portal. Unaffiliated defenders? Yeah, so they're not really defenders, right? They're just it's just unaffiliated. Yeah, okay. So now we have, so that was the Cosmic Portal and a Mind Gem. So now it looks like we're seeing what's going on here? He's moved, yeah, okay, perfect. So when you're doing the Space Gem, you have to use the range 2 tool, which means you cannot be using the range 1 tool while you do it. And so Sorel did that with the proper tools. You love to see that. Love to see the clean play. Hopefully that continues. Okay. So now we've got just Red Skull left. Oh, look at this. See, there we go. The Space Gem from Wolverine meant that Wolverine would not be able to get to the middle. So this Wolverine is the one who holds the Demon Portal. I think this is reasonable because Wolverine's going to have 2 power next round to charge in anyway, so he's getting what he wants out of this. The grunts are just going to sit on this back Demon Portal for the Hydra side like all game, I would imagine here. Like you have your character that costs no threat really or whatever, and just keeping the scoring parity alive. The question is, does Red Skull grab the other alien ship? Man, I think he does. I'd grab the other alien ship if I was Red Skull here. Yeah, there it goes. Oh. You're going to score 4 VPs this round. And Geisman's going to score 1. Is Shadow King the best goalie in Mojo Ball? No, he is not. Because the reason he is not, because once you've interacted with a position, like with the goal, like let's say you have a ball or 2 balls and you interact on your opponent's net, so it's like typically a range 1 interact, and let's say you roll a skull, then this means that Shadow King can attack you if he's within range 3 of the goal. So he does the attack into the defender, and what happens there is that he can move them away, right, if he does damage, but the interact still exists. Yeah, oh yeah, okay. Oh, dang it. You're right actually. Yeah. You're right. You're 100% right actually. Shoot. Yeah. I forgot I should rediscard. I got the box literally right here. I'm in the middle of it's bad. It's not going to show cuz I'm whatever. I'm literally in the middle of painting this guy, and I forgot that. I just didn't consider that as a factor. Ooh, that's a good call out too. Sandman goalie because he's got 3 grunts. The problem with the grunts is that you're on a VP farm strategy. I gotta tell Merzane that. I gotta tell Merzane about that grunt strategy could be good with the goalie situation. Yeah, you get 1 VP per grunt. So It's like Thanos leadership type of situation. We have Ultron's drones moving up. They moved over the sides forward because they have flight. They threw an attack into Thanos and pushed through 1 damage. So now Ultron is taking a move action. Oh, so we had Red Skull move onto the point, so we didn't grab the Kree core. It's going to slow down the scoring. It's not going to slow down the scoring, actually, that I can see, because I don't think Sorel's still going to score 4 points no matter what line happens here at this point. And Ultron does not connect on his attack, so no damage there for Ultron. All right, so we're seeing a 1-4 situation. Incinerates are going out on Wolverine, Grunts, Red Skull, Thanos. 4-1. Oh yeah, 1 VP per round, 2 Grunts. Oh yeah, yes, that's right. No, you were right about that. So the thing is, like, basically, you guys are both right about this. Like, Sandman could actually be amazing on goalie, or he could just be a complete disaster. But like, you gotta imagine that the Grunts are being targeted, are going to be targeted very quickly. If that's like, so the other situation is like that I have to check on the rules on, is that if how do you get the VPs? Actually, I have to check that. Do you get the VPs from actually KOing the character, or is it anytime one players score 1 VP when an enemy character is sent to jail, and an enemy character is sent to jail when they are KO'd or dazed? So, oh, very interesting. The Sandman grunts. All right, so the interaction with the grunts is like you can teleport off of your grunt. That's actually kind of all right. Yeah, you can teleport off your grunt on Sandman to delete them, and then um because they daze or they KO, do they KO or do they remove from the battlefield? I'd have to look at that interaction. But let's just say that if you teleport off your grunt, they're KO'd. The grunt is KO'd. You then don't actually take the grunt off the table. You put them in jail. So then you could like teleport again. So Sandman could be like insanely fast with a lot of power. Um, but yeah. So I think overall Sandman's weakness is just too bad to overcome his strengths of being a very strong goaltender. All the grunts need to do though is be within range 3 of the net. They could be range 3 of the net and be literally just like very far, like range 3 of Sandman. Sandman could just be like behind the net the whole game. And then the grunts right at range 3 from that. All right. Okay, so back to this game. Yeah, Amakua, that's right. You would anytime the grunts would die, it like just evaporate from not being a set of 3 of Sandman, and then they would immediately be teleported to jail, and you could just kill them again. You could just keep killing them. You could literally kill 4 grunts, or like in math, the math is telling me you could, if you had like beam characters, you could just like beam the grunts, uh, with 2 separate beams and kill them and kill them 4 times, getting you 4 VPs in a single activation. Sandman grunts for the teleport trigger. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, that's fair. All right. So anyway, we are seeing this is Red Skull going. He did an attack into Daredevil. He looks like he one-shot Daredevil, and now he is. Who did he attack this time? He did 2 damage. He blocked. Okay, so he attacked somebody who blocked. Now we have Wolverine charging in. Yeah, there you go. Logan is a perfect example of like someone who could easily get 4 grunt KOs in a single activation. Okay, this is Wolverine doing a charge attack. He rolls 5 into 2. Let's see if he connects. Is it a reroll here? What are we seeing? Okay, 2 damage into Thanos. Wolverine at 2 power. And there's another 5 dice attack here. 3, 4, 5. Alright. And Wolverine pierces. Oh, it stuck to his toe. There we go. And he does 1 damage with a pierce bleed because of the pierce bleed. Yeah, yeah. I thought I saw that. All right. All right. Looks like he might have tried to do a defender reroll. Maybe he probably like remembered right away. That's my guess. My guess is that's what probably happened. Is like he did the first reroll and was like, "Oh yeah, right. I can't do that." Okay. So no, no. Okay. So now Thanos is going to go, it looks like. What's he doing? Spending 3 power for a spender? That's what I think we're seeing here. Oh, I think we're getting a bit of lag. Alright. Cool, cool. Good, good, good. Jester CT, I'm guessing this is Shane. That's what I think. Okay, 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 good, yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright. Thank you for catching or getting in there on that one. Alright. Ultron power damage takes a lot of damage here from the Thanos spender. Alright. So now that Thanos, looks like Thanos has done 2 attacks because he hit. Hold on, 1 attack. 1 attack. Wow, he's still got another action. I think. Let's just check, double make sure. So Thanos spent 3. He did his reroll. He did a bunch of damage, and now Ultron is. Yeah, he's got 1 more action. Ultron at 2 health. He's almost certainly going down. I would imagine. I can't see a world where he wouldn't. Sacrifice is probably what would keep him up. So you would maybe want to push him, get him outside of range of Wolverine. So how you'd do that is you'd probably displace Wolverine because Ultron can't be, the Mind Stone can't be used on Ultron. But you can use the Mind Stone on Wolverine. So probably do something like that. 1 power on Thanos. Oh, and the other thing to call out is probably Sorel probably used the spender here. I mean, because he wanted to dump power for alien ship type of situation. I think. Plus, it's more dice, of course, so more dice, more good. Looks like he didn't disrupt Wolverine. Wolverine is taking the sacrifice here, so I think that was worked out for dgeisman to keep Ultron, get Ultron in activation, which I think is pretty significant here. He is going to displace Ultron with the Cosmic Portal. Yes, because Ultron can still be displaced by Cosmic Portal, just no Mind Gem. No push twice. No push twice. Yeah, that's right. That's a good call out. Is that this? He did the spender back to back. He didn't hit a single wild. Hitting the wild on Ultron would have been huge because you would have first got your displacement to where he is now, and then you could have Cosmic Portaled him again to just completely neuter Ultron's activation. He has Mind Space. So, yeah. He has Mind Space, yeah, alright. Yeah, that's a good call too. Yeah, probably. So you wanted to get, yeah, interesting. Maybe that's cool. I didn't think about that as a thing. I just like go to like full on like seeing red mode, and it's like how do I just like, and that's a good call out because actually I usually I have gotten burned by that before where I go all in on a round and then the clapback that hits me responds is just like way it's just worse than what I was able to do. So and then I lose the game because I overkilled basically. So there you go. Look at that. Yeah, good call. Sacrifice is burned and Ultron is significantly displaced. Grunts are going into Thanos again. 4 dice. Oh, oh my goodness. These grunts have been pushing damage through on Thanos both attacks. 4 into 1 takes 2 on Thanos. We have a... Where's that reroll coming from? Or is that a crit? Was that a crit? It was just a crit explosion. Yeah, okay. Alright. So there we go. Look at that. 2 more damage on... Oh, sorry. 1 more damage on Thanos. And now you can flip Thanos. He'll lose his Cosmic Portal, which is very good for Ultron, or which is very good for Ultron not being displaced at all for the rest of the game from Thanos. Because he'll only have his Mind Gem left, and he can't be hit by the Mind Gem. So this is actually a pretty important roll here to see if that will be the case. Looks like he is throwing his... He threw his terrain. Or he's throwing terrain. I don't know where it's going. The options are to throw into Red Skull, who has the Mystic Defense up, or you can throw into your grunts to do a damage to Red Skull, but that's not good. That's not a good line. Yeah, I don't think that line is good yet because Thanos won't take any damage from that. And Red Skull, it just takes 1. And it's like, he has no power. Red Skull has no power. You throw it into Red Skull, right? I think that's what they're rolling now. Or not. Okay. Maybe they already... He did a spender instead? He braced. Oh, yeah, the brace was there. Cool. Thank you for, catching that. Yes, okay. That makes sense. That's why he's on 0 power now. So, he did the spender. Did he do a spender here? He spent... No, he didn't. He just did a builder, and it did 2 damage into Red Skull. And then he's looking at Encephalo. What the heck? He decided not to Encephalo Beam Red Skull. He went to Thanos for 1. Okay. Oh, wow. Look at this, guys. Thank God you guys are here. Holy moly, this is very difficult. I don't know what's happening with me right now. It's just... Maybe... Am I always like this? Jeez. Oh, my goodness. All right. Okay. 1 in Thanos. All right. Thank you, guys. So now... So Jessica's here. I was thinking of the interrogate option, right? So now if you push... If you... You could... Okay, so the fanciest way to do this would be to kill the grunts in 1 shot and then do the hop and get into range of Daredevil, but you're not going last year, so the interrogate option isn't really a good setup. We're just going to attack an Ultron, I would imagine. Like Shane mentioned, like by going now into Ultron when he's already activated, there's no priority swap at this point, so that's I think that makes a lot of sense. And now she's got 4 power. I think she spent 2. She's spending 2 now to glide. I'm imagining she's just going to glide away from like Sabretooth and things like that. It's also good to pay this 2 power because okay, so she hasn't paid it yet. But you're gonna want to spend this 2 power here because if you don't, you're gonna get hit by that alien ship trigger. So you want to get down to below 3 power. There goes the leap. Um, like you already have 2 extracts. Do you want to put your guy in the middle? All right, I guess she is. I think the logic might be the whole counting blanks type of situation where you're going to be a little tougher closer at Ultron than if you're outside of 2 but in 3. You glide on the point. All right, all right. You guys are all right. I thought like the holding the extract lead here for this round and just like conceding the middle might have been better, but I can see. Oh, hold on, hold on. If Sabretooth does any damage to Spider-Woman and she keeps her alive, she's got Interrogate online. So there's a huge deterrent here to and now what's the timing on Interrogate power spent versus alien ship? It must be player effects first, right? So if you go to more power on Jessica, you can then burn through it to play Interrogate, and then when oh, hold on. That sounds like I need to get the end phase. Now I need to look at the end phase. Cleanup phase. It started the cleanup as Interrogate, or is alien ship start? Okay, that doesn't help. Okay. Okay. Interrogate is first. Okay. All right. Yeah, I understand there's like a little bit of a stream delay. I have no delay set on my stream, so the only delay we're experiencing is just the speed of sound and speed of light. All right. That's all. All right, we are getting attack into Jessica, it looks like. 1 block. Oh my goodness. That's a huge hit. No blocks. 5. Takes 4. Oh, she could die now. Now she spends 3 on alien ship, and she could still blow up. Yeah, the speed of sweepy typing. Yeah, that's good. All right. Dang, that was a big... All right. That was a... Yeah, that is right. That is really big. We could see an explosive alien ship here. We got... That was a spender, too. So we did no matter the cost there. And that allowed Sabretooth to spend 2 health to do his 2-cost spender and keep his power on him. And he did a 6 dice attack with a place and a pierce, I believe. And then that's Bloodthirsty Onslaught. Yeah, pierce, bleed. Oh, so she should also be bleeding. She is. And you get a place within 1 after the attack is resolved. So it basically just got him into the action. Instead of having to take a move action, or instead of, I guess you would have had to take 2 move actions. He took 1 and then did Bloodthirsty Onslaught. All right. So who wins this round? It looks like Sorel. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. But Sorel's gonna lose 2 characters right off the hop here, if he doesn't like. They're both gonna flip. So, we've got Age of Ultron ready to go. The alien ship. Hold on. Yeah, we gotta roll on this alien ship. Okay, so this is Jessica's roll. Yes, perfect. Oh, boom! There it is. So now we have to make sure that they know that the thing happens in the cleanup phase. So, all right. The token drops. So Sabretooth takes a damage. Red Skull takes a damage. Grunts take a damage. Ultron would not have taken a damage because he would have still been dazed. Because this effect happens at the beginning of the cleanup phase. That's... okay. That's the VP swing that Sorel... yeah. Alright, so... Alright, so the other alien ship that's lower, that would be below my screen, is just not picked up. No one picked that up. How did he score 5? He scored the middle, and interrogate. He interrogated. I think he must have, right? So yeah, that's how it goes. All right. Yes. All right. So yeah, big Sorel's in a good spot score wise, an incredible spot. So now it's just about having to take these three characters have to now wipe the board here. Couple of them. We got Daredevil and we have Ultron who are injured. Ultron of course has age. No, Thanos didn't roll because he had 0 power. He has 4 power now because he has the gem powers plus the extra for Hydra. So yes. So Thanos did not need to roll. Thanos bleeding and incinerated on 1 health. Oh man, that's tough. It's like you don't even want to go with him, but like if you don't, you don't. I think you got to just go with Red Skull here, right? I think that you could patch up. Man, maybe you can get a patch up on Thanos somehow. Maybe you do go with Spider Woman. Oh man, there's so many tough spots here. I think Thanos. You think Thanos hops, punches up, and gets? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's right. You bring Thanos to the patch up. Merzane, who's winning? I don't fucking know. All right, like, uh, yeah, Sorel's winning on the scoreboard. So, but Geisman has like a bunch of killers here, and Thanos is almost dead. But yeah, the patch up is probably gonna come into play here. I mean, that Daredevil could just like take a move action and board wipe like himself. Like, I don't know how far, I don't know how far the long tool gets him, but it's. I mean, I think he's got the movement to hit everyone. He'd have to get past Red Skull. I was like if he can get his Deadpool past or Daredevil past Red Skull, he's probably within 2 or close to within 2 of Thanos. Yeah, shocks out on. So you do the shocks with cosmic obliter. How would you get shocks out? Oh, Spider Woman. Yes, yes. You can also cosmic obliteration them to hex them. Like that seems very good. It would stop the spike potential. Oh, his Lucky Ronzo is suggesting that defenders are in the good position here. I mean, the game. There's this. We're not even halfway through the game yet. This game is. I mean, on the score we might be, but I think if Geisman gets turns the tables on this round, the score could very well go to 6. Yeah. They did not pick up a single extract round 1, and conceded the middle, or they conceded the middle for attacks on round 1 as well. So, yes, that is correct. But I don't know, like it's very like you pick up 2 extracts, you board wipe them, you put a character on the back, you put a character on the middle, and now all of a sudden you've got 4 VPs, and it's 5 to 9, and they're scoring 1 around. Like it switches. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, the question is, who do you go? Who would you go with here? Thanos. I think the Thanos line with the patch up was the best one that that Brady mentioned. You got your Death's Decree set up. So you heal Thanos for 5. He goes down to 2 health from 7. Turn 1 could have got all the cubes and run to a corner. You said just like start running with the Azalian ships. Grabbed all 3 and just started running away. Yeah, I mean that seems possible. Okay, what's happening? This is Thanos must have spent power here for a spender. No, he did 2. He spent 2 power for he rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dice. Yeah, so he did a spender into who? Into Apex. Range 3 on Apex. And he got the wild 6 into 0. Whoa, hold on. He played exceptional. There's exceptional being played. So he would have done a 6 damage to Sabretooth and just got him, but he played exceptional and he only took 1 there. And now Thanos. What is that? Is that the slow? Or is that. What is this happening? Alright, let me just. No, that's the stun. Oh, so then it wasn't. Okay, my bad. It was Spider-Woman the whole time. No. It was Spider-Woman the whole time. She's doing her leap now. So where it's the reverse situation where you go with Spider-Woman first and then you patch up. Then you patch up Thanos behind, like back more, instead of putting Thanos up closer to the fight. So it was a pre-damage stun. All right, a patch up for 5 on Thanos. Big play there. Does this? Yeah. I can't see a world where Skull isn't focused down right now. We've got another attack though into Sabretooth. So 2 blocks, 4 hits. Holy moly, gonna get a shock on him. 2 wilds means you're getting shock and poison or whatever you're getting. 5 into 1. Take 4 on Sabretooth. Oh my goodness, that was huge. Yeah, you're just gone, buddy. That's brutal. That's absolutely brutal. Yeah. 5. So there's 5 damage thrown Sabretooth with Jessica around as an opening activation on 2 attacks. That was pretty big. Man, Jessica, look at her go. Now you can of course space gem Cosmic Portal Jessica into range 2 of Sabretooth later in the round and set up another interrogate. Or you don't even need to do both. You just could choose one or the other. You can do an interrogate if you so you want to kind of take priority. Or, sorry, lose priority maybe. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe it might be too early to lose priority, but that's something to be considered. Okay. She is vulnerable. Jessica is vulnerable because she's not in martial artist range anymore of Ultron. I mean, that's only... doesn't make you a super tank to get martial artist, especially when you're only rolling 2 dice energy. But it was better than rolling natural defense with 2 dice. Looks like... Well, okay, so... Yes. Now that Exceptional is gone, there are vulnerabilities to these healing factor characters. Okay, so it looks like Daredevil will not be able to get past Red Skull. And so therefore he can't get the big spender off right away. So maybe this is probably a repositioning turn for Daredevil. I wouldn't go with Daredevil now. He doesn't have a huge impact. Maybe you're just throwing dice into Red Skull, but Red Skull's range 3 of Daredevil currently. We're seeing this is Daredevil. Range 4 attack into Red Skull into... Wait, grunts into Thanos. So they did more damage. Every attack the grunts have done to Thanos have done damage. Oh, there's 4 more dice from the grunts. And no blocks from Thanos takes 3. Holy crap! Thanos just took 5 damage from the grunts. Just like that. Holy Oh man, that's actually crazy. There goes the card. You just traded a tactic card for a grunt and 1 grunt activation. Oh man, that's crazy. Yeah. So the key thing here with Ultron is you don't want him to you don't want Ultron to be able to to die with with less than 8 power. You definitely should have Could have fallen back with Thanos there. Probably should have. Yeah, Thanos is very vulnerable. You have to go into him here, right? He also didn't pop Recal either. Man, I would have. Would you have popped Recal here with the? Maybe not. I don't know. All right, so he's moving Ultron. What has Ultron got? Oh man, he's going. Is he gonna throw the terrain at Jessica, and then like you could spend all your power here with Ultron. All right, what's he doing? Just doing an attack. Oh, there a regular attack. Oh man, there you go. Now you can actually spend your power to throw and not be out of Age of Ultron power, because you just did. Who'd you get? Oh, there you go. Thanos is gone. That's big for dgeisman, because now Ultron cannot displace. Sorry, Thanos cannot displace Ultron anymore. Yeah, nobility. Good call on that. Good call on that. That the fallback in this line, fallback probably didn't change anything significantly. Jessica's taken this size 4, and blocking 2 takes 3. Crit coming in. And blocks 3 takes only 2. That was huge. If she whiffed on that, she died. So, but, I mean, the situation we're seeing now is that we're seeing an Encephalo Beam from Ultron. So basically, as long as you have 2 power on Ultron, none of these characters that are attacking... Okay, so Jessica has the stun, the pre-damage stun on Ultron, which could absolutely destroy him. So that's why getting Jessica off the board is... There's a high degree of urgency here. You do not want her to put a stun on Ultron while he's injured. It ruins his ability to play an 8 power cost tactic card. So that's why we're seeing an Encephalo Beam on Jessica getting towards Wolverine. It would also put her in range of the Spender from Wolverine, which is range 3, which means she has no martial artist protection. And then it also gives Wolverine the ability to follow up with like a builder attack. So he'll get 2 attacks in. I mean, he could also charge in here. But so there's options for Wolverine now, good options. And also Daredevil has options into Jessica too. So I think you need Jessica to be off of the board this round for dgeisman to pull this back. Yeah, you can. Well, I mean, Daredevil could also get her too, which is kind of scary. Daredevil could like pop both of them, flip them both, or like KO Jessica, daze Red Skull, or like do a lot of work. If you, I wonder if the grunts are gonna go or anything like that, but that's pretty interesting. You can't kill both of them, Daredevil and Wolverine. If you do, you lose priority. I mean, maybe that's fine because you just took out Daredevil, but I don't think it might not be. You just aim for Wolvie. He can't pick up. Yeah, when Wolverine is injured, he cannot interact, and interacting is required for picking up objectives or scoring goals in Mojo Ball. Okay. Pay. You're only the thing too that's kind of tricky with Red Skull is that you're gonna have to, if you want to do like everything possible, like go be amazing, have an amazing turn here, you're gonna have to take cut damage. Yeah, that would be. I think you would not be able to win that. All right, scoring like because the characters don't come off the board ever, they just go sent to jail. Like all it takes is someone to have a competent team that has fast movers to be able to just, all right, I'll just pick these up and I'll pick these balls up and then I'll just move and score. Or yeah, CGR Goblin. Wolverine. Yeah. That'd be pretty funny. Oh, well, so the good thing about Mojo Ball 2, though, is that for Goblin and Wolverine, is that when you would daze or KO, you can you can choose to flip or choose to stay healthy. Yeah. So when you place from the jail, does Electro pop? Yeah. Yes, he would get to pop you. So you would the. So first of all, about the Goblin situation is that you could choose to flip to injured side. Now you're stuck on injured side for the rest of the game, but that means that like you are always on your injured side from then on for the rest of the game, and you could just be like pouncing yourself like crazy with Goblin. I don't know if that's good or not, but yeah, it's a glide around. When you place, all right, so let's see here. One sec. All right, okay, so yeah, Electro. So you when you hit the jail, you can you basically do everything you would do if you would normally daze. So you lose all your damage, you lose all your conditions. You can choose to flip or not, and then I think at that point you could trigger Electro could be triggered. Yeah, exactly. Hulkbuster can flip back. He can flip back to Hulkbuster so easily, right? Or pretty easily. It'd be pretty fun. All right. So Red Skull just went and did an attack. He rolled only 3 successes, but we have two no damage there. So Wolverine took 3. Oh yeah, he's just stay. Oh yeah, right. Yeah. He just stays as Hulkbuster the whole game. Yeah, Hulkbuster it'd be pretty cool, right? I mean, of course, like when you go 6 wide, it means you have less characters defending your zone and less activations, obviously. But yes, like he you get to do yeah. So I mean, Panther Chosen of Bast when he interacts, dude. When Panther interacts, and you have to roll dice, you can pay an extra power to re-roll dice, including skull results. And skull results are what make the enemy get free attacks on you. So yeah, he might be just absolutely insane. He might be very good. So he's like these are like top draft pick situations right here. These are like, uh, wow. Okay, so he attacked and didn't yeah. Good call, Shane. He did not kill Wolverine. This is going to be very bad for Sorel. He needed that connect. All right, what are we seeing here? We're seeing 4 successes off of A, and no blocks. So she is gone. Is the place before damage? I need to trick this. It's before damage. Yes. Okay. Perfect. So he places. Spider Woman is then KO'd. That was big for DG Lord. This is a premier bad situation, but he is hexed. Oh no. Did he explode crits? No, he didn't. Okay, good. All right, great. This is fast moving at this point. 4 into 1 block. So Red Skull is taking 3 damage here. All right, he lives, but what are we seeing? Fallback options. So alien ship is now online for Red Skull. He could blow up from the alien ship. So the question is, would you? Why would I guess like would you want to fall back here? I guess the fallback. Unless Wolverine just spent 3 more power to do that. Was that another spender? Oh, it was another spender. Okay, my bad. So this is another spender. He did 2 back-to-back spenders. Probably because he was hexed. Okay. So there's okay. And there's the extra damage. Am I? Yeah, that must have been what happened. Okay. And he's looking to do the thing I thought would happen. Look at this whole round. Ended up in DG Lord's DG Lord. DG Lord. Oh god. Alright, I'm mixing players up that aren't even playing right now. Alright, dgeisman is looking to get 4 VPs here, 2 extracts, 2 secures. And he gets it. Wow. That was big. Yeah, so Red Skull took damage to go to 5 health, but then the throw put him at 1 health left, and Daredevil finished him off there. So now we've got Daredevil on the back point. We've got the X-Force, or whatever these guys are. These guys, Wolverine, Apex on the middle point here. Wolverine's healthy, or he's alive and healthy, so he wins this middle. And then the Grunts get their 1 VP that was expected of them. And so now we're going to see... I'm not sure what that movement is for. Oh, okay. Yeah. There's like, it's not, the overlay is not showing up on the... There it goes. Let's go first. Yeah, I think so. I think you do go with... I think you do go with Skull first. He's the most fragile glass cannon-y guy. You got the Grunts. The Grunts could maybe take out Wolverine. And then you can take out Daredevil. So this is the alien ship roll. He rolls 1. So the Grunts take 1 more damage. And Ultron does 2. Ultron does as well. Ultron has 5 health left, 3 power. Which means that... that means that he has to spend 0. If he spends 0 power, then he will be fine and be able to play Age of Ultron and go down to 0 power. You're in spender range of with Skull. Yeah. Yes, that's right. Okay. You also have if you're in range 3 of Red Skull, you're gonna be hit by... Okay, now damn it, I already forgot. Cosmic Obliteration was already played, so you don't need to worry about that. That's how the Hex even got there. Okay. Dang, 2 characters and Grunts versus 4. This is why it's I mean, it's kind of hard when you've got 1 more model than your opponent. Typically, attrition teams like that because they would like be able to stop that 1 character from activating each round. But I feel like what I've seen more and more is that the 4 character wide, the +1 character wide situations, especially when it's an attrition versus attrition, I'm seeing that those 4 characters as a whole are tankier than the 3, and they can withstand the first barrage. And then what happens is they just like punish the 3 wide because they're typically like they can get ganged up on, and then you lose one of your 3 characters or whatever, one of your X amount of characters, and it's debilitating as the person who has less activations. So like I think we're just seeing like stronger 4 and 5 threat characters that can withstand that first round and then clap back pretty hard. Now I think like I say that, but like a lot of this is riding on Ultron. Ultron just like is like the +1 wide, like in a character. It's like that's how you win a attrition match, is when you're +1 wide. Is you just bring Ultron. So he's like the enabler of this situation. Red Skull or Grunts are going. They're going into Wolverine. They push through 1 damage. It looks like no dice on Wolverine. Was that both actions? It looks like it was. So the first one was a miss, I think. Oh, maybe I'm mistaken. Okay. Okay, yes, it was. This is now Red Skull rolling 6 dice and just absolutely dusting Wolverine. And now he's got to explode these crits though, because you want to get those triggers. I think I just heard 3 dice go into the tray. So let's see what this happens. There's the wild hit. You got your advance. Now you can put them... I don't know. All right, here. Yeah, there you go. You're picking up the back line here. If you get Daredevil here, it's huge. He's spending 2 for the ability to count blanks on his attack, his Blitz Strike. And now we're getting a 6 dice counting blanks. That is a good call. You should have just Death Decreed. I think that was, you're right. You're right. Not doing Death Decree was an option that he took. Okay, well he got 5-6 into Daredevil, so Daredevil dies. I mean, do you even need it? Look at us. Look at us thinking he needs Death Decree. Shame on us. There we go. The double KO or whatever you want to call it, a KO / days. Okay, he is an energy form, Skull, which basically I think that so then I think there's a little bit of sub-optimization here because Ultron if he got everything he wanted, which I think he basically did, that was realistic. You knew you were going to be outside of range 4 of Ultron, and therefore you didn't need the energy defense, but you don't have Brace online. So, I mean, are we going to see Sabretooth just pounce into Red Skull here? And then, yeah, I would not be surprised to see Sabretooth go and pounce into Red Skull. So, yeah, you're going to be taking 4 damage, like 4, you have to defend against 4, and then 2 5 dice attacks with Pierce. Red Skull is, he is uncertain of his physical position on the board. Yeah. All right. Okay. Very intense game. Usually my tabletop miniature games are very stagnant in terms of like the characters. What am I trying to say? All right. He's like in a boxing fight. It's like choose your character type shit. All right. It doesn't matter. Red Skull make the game. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Yes. Looks like they fixed it. Good call on picking him up. It's like unplugging and plugging him back in. Okay. All right. So what is happening here? We have this is Ultron Grunts going into Thanos again. And look at that. I think it is. It must be with 3 dice. All right, Grunts into Thanos. Okay, cool. All right, there we go. The Grunts have finally whiffed, I think, here. So they're not getting the thing they wanted to do. Should you have just attacked the Grunts here, maybe? Or that's probably also not good. There's no like. You've done so much with Thanos with your Grunts, it's like, why not try again type of situation. All right, so you need to end up with this turn. You need to end up with 3 power when Ultron is done, or else he is just going to be taken off the board and the game is probably over. So, whoa, holy moly. That is 5. Oh my goodness, look at that damage. 7 into 2. Take 4 on Thanos. Wow. That was big. And you get bleed and poison on top of that. Dang, dude, that was crazy. Recal. Yeah, you gotta recal that. Ooh. He's brave for holding that card. Ultron now can spend her because you just did so much damage. Yeah, you should. If you obviously recalled that and you did less damage, Ultron doesn't have the spender available. I think he just reversed it. I think he's letting him play it. Oh, nope, he's spending it. I think that once you've added the damage to your character, the time to play recal has passed. So, like, because you're the one who adds the damage, right? It's not your opponent doesn't put the damage on your character. They just tell you how many damage should go on the character. So once you've passed the step of modifying and are putting damage on, it would be you're past the point. Dang. Okay, so he did a spender 5 into 3 though, so only taking 1, and then they don't take damage. Thanos doesn't take damage from this throw because he reduces all enemy effects down to 0, or like by 1, down to minimum of 0. You're way too serious about that, Lucas. Damn. You think so? Like, I don't know. I disagree. I mean, I don't. I think that if you let players get away with anything, like, where do you draw the line if you don't draw the line at the rules, right? If you say, if you bend the rules in one spot, then can you, like, you can just, it just opens the door. I think you just have to draw a line and say the rules as written are as, like, in the way you play the rules in order of how things go, and when you willingly move past the step where you're supposed to play a card, there's nothing in the rulebook that says you can reverse the sequence of events and play a card in the incorrect sequencing. So, yeah. I think so. The situation, I guess, this is tough. You're right. The terrain situation. Should he have stopped? Any tips? Is something messed up with map with where Ultron was? The game is very laggy. We don't see any. Where Resco was. No. Is fine now. That's the, see, you're right, Shane, is that, like, did both players agree on if the palm tree terrain piece is this big, or is it the size of the trunk? Like, I mean, like, yeah, raw written, these massive things should be trunks, but I don't know what the players discussed ahead of time. Am I suggesting agree to not follow the rules? Like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, here we are back to the situation where it's like um this is a situation where both players are not following the rules together. I think this is a situation where they agree, or, like, oh man, you're catching this weird spot, right, where, like, where the colored part of, like, the leaves, are the leaves of the trees decorative? Like, are they, like, not part of the actual game? Like, it's one of those things that irks me about terrain rules. Yeah, there should be. I agree that there should be a thing there, but yes, I guess, like, if you followed this part of the terrain rules specifically, you would, and you followed everything to the law, you would have a massive size. You'd have a significant board coverage that represents a size 1 terrain piece, which is just part of that would be part of the rules. Yeah. So um, I don't know. There's no agreement. The rules are pretty explicit. Should they have stopped? I mean, what do I do here? Do you want to jump in, Shane, or do you think that the players, like, how would we handle this? Because I wouldn't know how to handle this. I would have, in my games I'd play with, I would talk to the players beforehand. Yeah, I agree that it's not, jumping in there is a tricky spot to be, because they could have agreed to it. Yeah, and we don't know. I don't understand what happened. For what? You don't understand what happened. So basically, they're using the. You're using their. We're debating if the leaves of the tree causing the shadow on the map are part of the size 1 terrain, and therefore Thanos would have collided with the tree because he hit the shadow of the leaves. That's what we are debating on, what the rule is for that. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I am put. Yeah. I haven't convinced use bio. I don't know how to pronounce your name exactly. Use bio. That I haven't convinced you of the of take backs, or I don't know what you want to call it. I would call it a take back, but you might call it something else. Seems like the base of the, yeah. I mean, that's how I've played. That's kind of on the map maker. I saw some new maps with notes on terrain saying base of terrain and tips don't count, etc. That's some good feedback. Let's. I'm gonna. If someone doesn't do this, I'm gonna put in the map design chat channel that this map, there should be notes on the palm trees that the base of the tree is the terrain, is the actual terrain piece. But that would keep it clean and avoid situations where there's a misunderstanding. I've seen games being played where, same with like that Punisher van, where like the object has the guns coming out of it, and it's like I've seen players play with the guns don't count, they do count, like they count as part of the terrain, they don't. It makes it really weird when it's like the one like something sticking out of the object, like the leaves, would prevent a line of sight issue. Like imagine if like this tree was I mean, imagine Rocket standing behind the shadow of the tree, and the other character outside of like on the other side of the tree, and it's like you can't see Rocket because of the shadow of the leaves. So yeah, the little forks on the yeah, exactly. All right. Yeah, imagine trying to do it with the terrain on terrain with in real life when there's no shadows on a tree or something like that. All right. So now we're seeing, what did we see here? Sorry, now we're back. We're back on topic here. Thanos did he must have done a space gem, and then he did an attack. He spent 4 power. He spent power for huge Thanos whiff though. Sabretooth lived. He got he got mind gemmed away. That's what just happened. But now you can't collide with because he went with Ultron first. He can't collide with Red Skull. Like he didn't do that, which is really interesting here. Thanos is scoring 1 VP on this side. Red Skull scoring 2 VPs on the other. So Sorel's scoring currently 3 VPs, and we're seeing dgeisman scoring nothing, 1 VP. So if he can take out Red Skull here, it will be a 3-1 situation. So it'll go to 11 to 8. But this is pretty big. Actually, now it probably won't happen. Like he needs to get a good connect on this builder. Oh, he's choosing to move. I would have done the builder first because then you could have spendered. Oh, he's moving and pouncing. That's what he's doing. Move, pounce, block 2, take 2. So now Red Skull is down to 4 health. Now you have to do the builder with Sabretooth. Yeah, that's right. dgeisman could have like accepted, like could have let Sorel play Recal even if the part of the game was over to play Recal, but yeah, you can play Recal on Red Skull. And he's still not playing Recal on Red Skull. Okay, all right. He's not playing Recal. That's kind of that's crazy because that definitely could have saved him. He would need to have. Did he get a perfect kill on that too? No, he got 2 extra successes. Yeah. Don't. I don't know about that one. All right, what are we seeing now? We're seeing the alien ship rolls, I think. Ooh, one more. Who got that one? Who took that one last one? Sabretooth, maybe? Yeah, that's also true. He could have also not flipped it. We don't know for sure. Yeah, but yeah. Look at that. Shane's been watching closer than I have. All right. So, yeah, 4 damage on 5 dice is very unlikely. And then to have to do it twice in a row because of Recal, with the second time having no crit opportunity, is even harder. It would even harm her, yeah. Thanos, yeah, man. Thanos has to solo the team with 2 health and a bleed left, 3 health and a bleed left. Dang, dude. dgeisman was down 9-1 here. It might be. Yeah. When a list gets popped open, it's usually they're talking about what could have been, or they're just like, yeah, this is where it's like, oh man, you got me with this list type of thing. Let's just roll it out type of situation. That was a pretty wild game. Um, I mean, it's not technically over. Let's see if they concede, if the concessionist happens. But yeah, like, dude, Wolverine, Wolverine's on his injured side. But he's ready. He's got like full power. Sabretooth injured, ready, full power. Ultron has enough power to play Age if he gets got. You just can't stop him because no matter what, if you'd have to basically, yeah, there's like no answer here. You'd have to kill Ultron like 3 times, and he's like, you know, it's yeah. So mathematically, it's like unless DG Lord like acts like does some massive blunders that don't make any sense at all. Okay, they're done. All right, so we're not doing the post game today. So that's the stream. I think that he didn't choose. I think he chose to go unaffiliated on accident. Yeah, but I mean, look at that. He did the thing. So, yeah, we're gonna end the stream now. We're not doing post game on this one. So, I will catch you guys at 3 o'clock. I'll catch you guys at 3 o'clock when I'm streaming the last game of the top 16 between Razalus and Evil Steve. I mean, Thanos would have got tabled, unless he like actively ran away. But yeah, the last game of this round is happening in 3 hours from now. Yeah, exactly. So I will see you guys there. All right, pretty cool. Catch you next time.